Welcome to my weekly Fabricate Friday video on my YouTube channel and blog. I'm Suzanne, a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Canada. Today's video is all about paper crafting. I'm here to share how easy it is to make a 3D project. I also sell the products I feature in this video. I hope you enjoy my free video tutorial, and I would love to see you shop with me.
Hey everybody, I have this lovely little box to share with you today. There is a cardboard rim around, so it just sturdies the box up, and I was able to get this beautiful little corner in. So I absolutely love this design, and it closes with a magnet. There's a magnet in there and on the inside here. There's a double flap to keep that designer series paper strong. If it's one thing when you create with designer series paper, sometimes it is a little weak, so hence the cardboard section. And I'm using the designer series paper that you can earn during a celebration. So, and this is what you can create with it, a full sheet, 12 by 12. So I'll get into it right now. I am a really big advocate for these sponge brayers. I have the regular artist brayer, and that had a really, if you didn't have the right hand, it didn't turn out very well. However, these sponge brayers are amazing. I don't know if you've tried them or not. I thought that they were a joke, to be honest, when I first started, but they're very, very good. All right, so I'm taking my brayer, and I have my ink pad here, and you've probably all seen this where you roll and you lift up and you roll and you lift up, but you do it really fast, and then you're spinning that color, and you can go the other direction too if you get bored. And then I'm gonna bring out my mix media roll. I bought this at my local craft store. It was really inexpensive. I keep it on a roll because you're not allowed to fold these. And that's just going to keep my work surface clean. All right, so back to brayering. And I'll show you, we have an ombre effect here. So it's quite strong at the bottom. And the one thing that I wanted to do was sort of create more of a lightness up at the top. So this one isn't exactly perfect. I'm going to start on one side and I'm going to go straight across. And that's it. And you build up the color. Now there's lots of ink on this brayer. So just with a light touch, you can kind of see I'm sweeping across, and it takes a while for it to build up. So I'm going to do a third of the paper in my grapefruit grove. Then I'm going to do the next third in, I think I'll try pineapple punch. I used mango melody here, and I think it might have been just a little too bright. I've moved on to the pineapple punch, and my darkest part I am trying to blend. I most likely will come back again and blend that a little bit more, and then I'm kind of moving up when the ink has dissipated from my brayer. Oh, it's so pretty. I love this. I could do this for hours. I love how those two colors blend together really nicely. You could now see how pink the grapefruit grove is in comparison. And I just switched out so that I can blend. I am happy with that. All right, one last thing is that I just need to buff. So I'm gonna start off with this side. So the ombre, I want the ombre to go like along the package. So I'm gonna start with my paper and my trimmer here, but I'm not gonna trim. So I'm gonna remove that trimmer completely out. It's so nice that you can do this with this trimmer. You can just easily take it out. And now we're just gonna use our scoring tool. So we are going to score at 2, okay, 5.5, 7.5, and then 11. And I'm using my trimmer today because I feel that everybody can do this. And I feel like sometimes when I pull out this scoring tool, people get a little, I don't know, intimidated. And it's the same thing here. So I'm going to share with you this way so that really, if you wanted to try it, you totally could. So I'm going to switch it now from that way to this way, the other side, and we're going to score at 3/4 of an inch. So this is our lip. Two and 3/4. And then at 10. All right, so now there's a little trick. At 7, we're going to score on this 2-inch gap, this 2-inch gap, and this 1 inch. Okay, so here's, and there is an indicator right here. I'll lift it up right there so that you can see where you're scoring. So I can go right up to this score line. All right, now I'm going to move it gently across. I'm going to start at this score line, and I'm going to make a little score. Then at the bottom here. So that you should have little scores here, here, and here. Now, at the 1 inch mark, so here, I am going to score all the way down to that that mark that we just made. At 1 inch, straight down. And then at 6.5. There's one little step too that I thought I would take, and that is just, you don't have to if you don't want to. I'm going to take 1 inch. So I think what I'll do here is from this corner, from that half score, and about 1.5 inches up, I will just score with my ruler. And that it's possible that it will give us a nice fold. Same here with this guy. I'm hoping that you can see the score lines. I'm doing it about 1.5 inches deep. And then what I will do is I'll take my bone folder and I'll kind of scribble out that our first score line. So I'm going to fold that 2-inch guy. Don't worry about the 1/2 inch, we'll get there. And I like to make, when I'm doing this with pattern paper, I like to be gentle with it and line my side up so that I know that I've got a perfect, because it wibbles sometimes. All right, so now I'm going to cut up on all of the score lines. And hang on, let me see here. So I think that this is going to be the back. So I'm going to cut all of this away, but I want to make sure it's really accurate. So I will use my trimmer. I'm going to get rid of this little rectangle up top. I'm going to bring my trimmer back in and I'm going to cut quite a bit off. I'm going to cut all of this off. And then I'm going to lift up and go here and cut. All right. So then I just have to use my scissors here and trim this away and trim this away. One more thing, on the tabs, I will trim them. I'm going to wedge them in a little bit. I have a 11-inch by 3-inch strip of Grapefruit Grove. And I am going to score at 2, 5.5, and 7.5. Fold and burnish. Okay, so there was a few little extra things that I did to make this package a little bit more fun. So I have a blender pen here and I'm just going to go around some of the petals of my little flowers and make them kind of look a little bit more like flowers. So I just lightly colored one of the flowers. I'm going to cut that out, but not before I'm going to adhere this piece just with some dry adhesive. Trust me, it's easier putting it in now than it is putting it in later. So now we get to put it together. So this side, I'm just going to put some adhesive. Folding that in half, folding this in half. Done. So if that's the back, this side will go in first. I'm gonna put just a touch of adhesive on my tabs. And then I'm going to do adhesive around the edges of my front flap. All right, so now I'm going to go around and trim any little bits off that I feel. Good. I'm going to lift up a glue dot. I'm going to put it on my magnet. And then I'm making a mental note, so it kind of has to be in the middle of that flower. There we go. And then I'm going to stick that there. Put another glue dot on it. Attach it. Cover it up. And now it closes perfectly. So all we have to do is sort of reanimate this a little bit. There, it closes perfectly. It was just a little bit of fussing. Dimensional on the back, I'm going to put this lovely flower right kind of where it is. And then I have these faceted flower gems. Kind of digging them right now. I think I'll use a yellow one. They go so well. And there you go. So a little bit different. I can definitely see a better ombre, and I was looking for a lighter top. So, and you can put in anything in these bags. Perhaps think of your neighbors who might enjoy your cookies. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll catch you next time. Bye for now.
Hey, thanks for sticking around to the end of the video. On screen are 2 more videos for inspiration. Click on the maple leaf for my blog, or click on me to subscribe to my channel. Thanks again for watching.